Pits dug in Inez under the Smart City initiative have filled up with raw sewage. With not a worker in sight, the stagnating sewage water has been left as is. Surrounded by residential areas, Inez is at a risk of a major health crisis.
I am here at Inez where the Smart City work is currently underway. However, the pits that have been dug here for sewerage work have filled up with raw sewage. As you can see behind me here, the sewage water here has been festering for several days now. Now what this poses is the threat of malaria and dengue. While state authorities are fighting malaria and dengue outbreaks in some regions, it seems to be ignored entirely here in the middle of the city. Now another important thing to note is when this water evaporates, it poses a risk of diseases getting airborne. Now this is a residential area, there are houses surrounding the street as well as restaurants. There are several restaurants and cafes that have been lined along this road which also are at the risk of airborne diseases now. Now what authorities are going to do about it is something to be seen, as the work here seems to be left ignored entirely. Now as you can follow me right here, the drains alongside the pits that have been dug here are seemingly filling up with sewage water. Now the areas that are dug right next to the drains themselves are filling with sewage, which kind of implies that sewage is being seeping into these pits from the drains through the soil. Now again, as we go further behind, you will be able to see that these drains are festering with raw sewage water, and you can also see a bunch of flies. Now work here has been stalled for several days. Not a single worker, no excavators, no machinery is seen around here, as locals continue to struggle and find their way across the road. It seems that authorities and contractors altogether have completely ignored Inez, as the city project seems to be hanging in the balance of locals at health risk and authorities not having too much of a concern.
In addition to this, Inez is also facing a bad traffic situation because of the sewage work. The collector's office had issued a notice to have Inez be made into a one-way street. Locals and commuters who are currently facing the brunt of the traffic jams are waiting for the order to come into force.
As you can see behind me, another issue here is the immense traffic situation that is taking place. Now, because of the pits that have been dug here, traffic is forced onto one lane of the road, which is forcing basically a bottleneck of traffic here. Now, this is also another issue for the locals. And with me is a local here who has been facing the struggle here daily for the past few months. Can you tell us what exactly are the issues that you all are facing here?
So normally the collector has passed the order saying that this road from Inez junction to Inez border should be one way.
Yeah.
But no one has been following it. It's government has not passed the order, but signboards are not displayed. No one is bothered. There are no cost agency. The traffic is blocking the lane on the way.
Yeah.
This becomes a daily affair. And all the pits are dug, the agency 1, 2, 3, 4, all sewage water is flowing there, it's troubling everyone. Mosquitoes are coming in the house. If tomorrow we have to be admitted because of malaria or something, dengue and all, someone may die also. But no one is bothered about these things. They are all putting the blame on everyone here and there. I went to the corporate commissioner. He said GOA365 agency, JSUBC, they are bothered. So they made a letter, but they have not acted. And this is going on for the last 1 month now. They just come for some days and then it is appear. So all three, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes are there, and it's become a chaotic situation here. Every day what happens, because I stay here only in the local, so it's a mess. Right from morning 9 to 9 it's a total mess here. Although there are roads to be diverted and all, from the Inez church when they are left turn, it's to be diverted. I also informed the police, but they are not bothered. They have not taken any action. Even I have also informed the operator and our mayor and honorable minister also. But I hope they let.
Subhashish Goekar, Srishti Thanikar and Nikhil Zalmi for GOA365.